Welcome back to a brand new episode of Mastering Master Mode. In this episode, we're starting off back in the dungeon so we can finish farming off all of the ectoplasm that we need for the Spectre armor. Unfortunately for me, I get lit on fire by a Diabolist's fireball, and I cannot put that fire out. I end up burning for so long, and it actually takes me out. I can't believe it. We're not done in the dungeon though. We head right back down since we need just a little bit more ectoplasm to finish off crafting a full set of Spectre armor. This time down there we spot another paladin and we're able to cheese it again and stand underneath it while it can't see us so that we're able to take it out without taking any damage. If this guy hits me, it's game over. They hurt. Just before I got underneath the paladin to cheese it and take him out without him being able to hit me, you can see that he's actually throwing hammers through the blocks. So I'm not sure why this strategy works when he can definitely hit me through the blocks. Right as I'm about to take out the paladin, I get smacked by a Diabolist's fireball, and it scares me, so I teleport home before I die. You can see that I'm still burning even long after I teleport home, and I actually come very close to dying from the damage over time from the fire debuff. However, I had enough ectoplasm to be able to craft enough Spectre bars to craft myself the full set of Spectre armor. You may have noticed I actually crafted 2 helmets. That's because one of these helmets offers me an insane boost to my DPS, while the other one will give me healing as I deal damage to enemies. You'll see me switch between the two, depending on if I'm at full health or if I need to regain some health. With that said, it's time to test our new Spectre armor out by taking on the Queen Slime. You can see just how quickly we're able to take down Queen Slime, whereas in some of the first battles we had, they kind of dragged on quite a while. I've kind of forgotten about this boss since our first run-in way back at the beginning of hard mode, and so by now, my armor and weapons are way above where they should be when I'm fighting Queen Slime. Not that I'm complaining, however, as taking out Queen Slime gives me the achievement Just Desserts. I also decided now's the perfect time to just farm Queen Slime, so I'm gonna fight her several more times. In that first battle, I used the helmet that gave me extra DPS. However, in this battle, I'm using the helmet that gives me healing as I deal damage to enemies, which you can see by the green numbers above my head. You can tell that this fight's taking a lot longer, however, since I'm not dealing nearly as much damage. A helmet that offers increased DPS is a huge help in taking out Queen Slime quickly. I actually end up taking a bunch more damage during this battle than my last one with Queen Slime, because the fight lasts so much longer. Since the fight goes on for longer, I have to be able to dodge a lot more attacks, which gives Queen Slime plenty of opportunities to hit me. The faster I take out Queen Slime, the less I actually need to worry about my health, since she'll be gone and I won't have to worry about dodging attacks anymore. That's why I actually switched to my DPS helmet in the middle of this fight, and keep it on unless I'm really low on health and need the healing. Terraria makes it super easy to switch between 2 different helmets, as all you have to do is right click on it and it will equip and swap the helmet that's already equipped. That means you can swap armor sets mid-battle and get the perks of both. I'll be holding on to both helmets for the rest of my playthrough pretty much. I'm trying to use the helmet that offers increased DPS, but a lot of these fights are starting off with Queen Slime teleporting directly on top of me. That makes for a pretty rough start since I'll take several hits of damage right off the bat, and I'll want to heal up from that using my healing helmet. Even though my armor is way better than what I would have when I'm normally fighting Queen Slime, she can still hit me for a ton of damage. Some of her attacks are still doing well over 100 damage to me. The main weapon that I'm using against Queen Slime is the Shadow Beam Staff. This is a staff that I found while farming the dungeon for ectoplasm, and it's very good. It has a very long range and it bounces off of blocks, so it can actually hit an enemy more than once. However, since Queen Slime flies in the air, we're only hitting her once. The DPS is still fantastic on it though, especially with our DPS helmet. The best way I found to deal damage quickly to Queen Slime at the beginning of the fight is to be above her and shoot down at the ground so that the projectile bounces off the ground and comes up and hits her a second time. Doing this, I'm able to get her into the second phase quickly, where I can ride my horse and outspeed her along my long platform, dealing damage constantly without being able to get hit. As you may remember, Queen Slime's goal in the second phase is to get above you and slam down on top of you, dealing massive damage. However, with the horse that I have, I'm just fast enough to outrun her, where she ends up just flying behind you the whole time, unable to catch up. I am just a little bit disappointed that I ended up forgetting about Queen Slime for so long and had such great weapons and armor when I ended up fighting her. It's always fun to see if you can overcome the challenge of a boss when you're actually meant to fight them, rather than just dunking on them at the end of the game. But that doesn't stop me from dunking on them anyways. As you can see, I've crafted 10 King Slime spawners, which is one of the very first bosses of the whole game, and I'm looking to see how fast I can take all of them out. The reason I'm actually doing this though is because one of the drops that I got from Queen Slime is called the Regal Delicacy, and it's a little pink slime pet that will follow me around. And when I looked it up, I saw that the King Slime drops one as well called the Royal Delight, which is a little blue slime that will follow you. And you can combine them together to get the Resplendent Dessert, which will give you both a pink and a blue slime pet following you. So it is a ton of fun taking out a bunch of King Slimes in a row. The funny part about these battles, if you even want to call them then, is that it takes King Slime longer to show up on screen than it does for me to take him out once he's on the screen. I've crafted 10 spawners, but as you may have been able to see, I actually already got 2 of the items that I'm looking for. I'm just taking out the rest of them for fun, and also because what else am I going to do with all these spawners, except spawn King Slime and take him out. Picking up all the coins and items that are stacked together is such a satisfying sound, I love it. I was trying to take out all the King Slimes in pretty much the same spot so that all of the drops would be together. After taking out all the King Slimes, I realized I only ended up with 9 treasure bags and 9 relics. This is super strange to me because you're supposed to get 1 for each boss that you beat, so I'm not sure where that 10th one ended up. Not that it matters so much to me, since they don't really sell for that much, and I've already gotten all the drops that I need from King Slime, so I'm not too worried about 1 missing bag. I go ahead and sell all my items, and once I've done that, I go ahead and craft the Resplendent Dessert, and I get 2 little baby slimes following me. 1 King Slime and 1 Queen Slime. And with that, we come to the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this little boss rush as much as I did. And if you did, don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment down below, and even subscribe. I'll see all of you next week for more Mastering Master Mode. Thanks for watching.